Before we go through the words material science and engineering, I would like to bring your focus on everything that we have in our surroundings, such as a fountain, buildings, poles, switches, lights, etc. All is composed of something. And what is this something? If you carefully observe the living and non-living things that exist in the earth, this something is present in every one of them in one or the other form. If you observe the evolution of human beings since birth to death, they eat materials, they live in materials, and they wear materials. Let us finally come to the meaning what is material science and engineering. It consists of two words, material science and engineering. Material science refers to it generally investigates the structure and the properties of materials, whereas the material engineering correlates the designing and manufacturing of materials. And this material science is a spectrum of materials, composites, metals, ceramics, polymers.
Candle as a light source, made up of mixture of paraffin, wax. Matchsticks are mixture of potassium chloride and striking surfaces mixture of red phosphorus and powdered glass. Generally it is made up of wood, ceramic, glass, metals, and it is the best example of composite. This is made up of composite. Material inside is microchips and its battery is made up of nickel cadmium. These are made up of the various chemical substances. These are made up of polyurethane, leather, and synthetic material. The outer surface of these are made up of steels and the tire is made up of rubber. Bat is made up of wood while other thing is made up of cotton, nylon, and synthetic fibers. Tennis rackets are made up from an alloy of aluminum and balls are made up of rubber. Solar plates are made up of crystalline silicon cell and thin film cadmium. These silicon chips are based upon thin film cell based on cadmium, tellurium, or silicon. LEDs, light emitting diode. These are nitride based LEDs or nitride semiconductors. Its touching pad is made up of aluminum while its keys and outer part are made up of composite material. Auto machinery part are made up of mild steel and its gear and shaft are made up of also mild steel. The high speed cutting tools are made up of high strength steels. These bearings are found in the helicopter shaft and it is made up of mild steels. The outer surface of it is made up of high thermal resistance materials. In aeroplane, most of its parts are made up of duralium, chromium, titanium, and zirconium alloy. The outer surface of satellite is made up of silver and gold foil for packing it. It also consists of solar silicon panels. At Rocket Space Station, its supports are made up of aluminum, steel, and iron. Air speech processor is made up of polyethylene and conducting materials. During teeth implants, its roots are made up of titanium, zirconium, and silver. Artificial bone joints are made up of metal alloys including stainless steel, titanium 64, cobalt, chromium alloy. Material scientists engage in the research and development of new products by experimenting with various chemical and physical properties of matter. They investigate the structure of existing products and determine how to improve them. Whenever a material scientist chooses a particular material, go through a particular characteristics of it as its structure, properties, environmental related problems. Jobs can be found in number of different fields as material scientist in biomaterial companies in nanotechnology experiment and as a material science engineers in primary material producing sectors just like as iron and steel companies or also in consultancy services in controlled production.
It looks pretty worthless, I know. Sand. Silica sand. You can make glass out of it. That's been done for thousands of years. Old-time prospectors walked right over it on their way to gold mining country. It looked like useless material to them, and for the most part it was back then. But silica is the material that silicon comes from. Silicon powers cell phones, automotive electronics, computers, all that digital stuff. Silicon is what makes solar power possible. And it all starts with a simple material, silica, but you've got to know what to do with it. REC Silicon in Moses Lake, Washington refines most of the pure silicon used by the solar power industry. They rely on material science to develop their unique manufacturing processes. Their silicon products supply a fast-growing industry around the world. And because of material science, silicon has changed our world forever.